Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Shri and I'm a certified personal trainer. I'm on a journey to lose 20 kilograms of body fat in 6 months and I'm on week 4 right now. In today's video, I will be taking you guys through anything and everything you need to learn about fat loss. If you are trying to lose weight or get leaner, gain muscle, get toned, this video is your #1 step for the basics of what you need to know. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and follow for future updates as well. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, in order for me to tell you what you need to be doing in order to lose fat, I need to tell you guys what exactly is fat loss and how it's different from weight loss. Weight loss is the decrease in body weight due to many factors, including muscle, water, and body fat. But fat loss refers to weight loss due to fat only. Weight loss is usually considered a much easier goal than fat loss. When you're first getting into fitness, or if you're someone who's very new to weight loss and fat loss and all these terms, it's going to be a little bit confusing. But as you get more into detail about these things, it's very easy and very understandable. Weight loss is a much easier goal to achieve, but fat loss is harder because it requires a specific strategy. You need to go through a specific number of steps or to adapt to a specific plan in order for you to get your body into fat loss. I will be telling you guys what those strategies are in this video. Now, when you talk about weight loss and fat loss, I find it more easier when I compare it to decluttering my closet. You wouldn't want to get rid of everything that you have. You would want to get rid of the things that you're not going to use or the things that you don't really need. Fat loss is more about losing stored body fat rather than just dropping pounds on the scale. Before we get into the strategy of how to lose the fat, we need to know why fat is stored in our body. Fat is not actually your enemy. The fat stored in our body really has some great function. It protects you from heat and cold, it gives cushioning for your internal organs, and at the same time, it's energy for your body. Now, there's 2 types of fat stored in our body. One is visceral fat and the other one is subcutaneous fat. We don't have to get into any details of that. For now, let's stick to the topic. Now, how to lose this fat? You might need a pen and paper because I'm gonna give you some really important points and insights to this. The first strategy for your body to get into fat loss, or the first step that we need to take, is calorie in versus calorie out, calorie deficit. I'm sure you've heard about this before, and this is very widely talked about in today's social media. What exactly is calorie deficit and how you can get into a calorie deficit is what we're talking about today. Calorie is merely a unit of energy. Now, when you eat food, that food is converted into energy or calories in your body, and that's how your body get energy to do things, to breathe, to talk, to sleep, to walk, to exist even. Now, calorie in versus calorie out is merely based off of the law of thermodynamics. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be converted from one form to another. Calorie in is calculated by looking at how much food that we eat in a day and how much calorie that food has. Calorie out is the amount of calorie we burn in a day for things that we do, like work out, eat, breathe, walk, jump. Now, it's easy to calculate the amount of calorie that we consume because we know what we put in our body. But to know about the energy that we burn in a day, there is a calculator. It's called TDEE. It's Total Daily Energy Expenditure Calculator. If you go online and put in TDEE calculator, a bunch of calculators will show up and you can choose either one and then put in all your information like your age, your gender, your height, your weight, and your goal. If your goal is to lose weight, how much, how vigorously you want to lose that weight. And some of them just gives you your maintenance calories, how much calories you need to consume on a daily basis, or how much calorie you burn on a daily basis. When you want to be in a calorie deficit, I would say you should aim for anywhere between 300 to 500 calories less than your total daily energy expenditure, or TDEE. Now, why is it 300 to 500 and why can it not be 1,000? You might ask me, hey Shri, if I do it 1,000, I can lose weight more faster. Yes, it's true. If you go on 1,000 calorie deficit, you can definitely lose fat faster. But the question you need to be asking is, how long can you be in 1,000 calorie deficit? For me, it's almost impossible. We're trying to build a sustainable lifestyle. We're trying to build a sustainable system for us. In fact, we're focusing on building a habit that we can keep on following for the rest of our life. Now that we know what our energy expenditure is and how much energy we should be consuming, we need to look about how we can track our energy. I use the app called MyFitnessPal, which is the most basic and most easiest app that you can use. All you gotta do is put in every single meal that you're having. You can put in the chicken, if it's cooked, if you're measuring it uncooked, if you're measuring it cooked. You can put broccoli, whatever you have, you can put in rice. And it's going to show you how much calorie and how much protein you're intaking. Now, speaking about protein brings me to my second strategy, or my second step, that is tracking your macros. Now, what is macros or macronutrients? Macronutrients are the elements or the nutrients that you require from your food on a huge amount or a traceable amount. Now, the three major macronutrients necessary for our body to function properly is protein, carbohydrates, and fats. In the last 3 years is when I got to know about the importance of protein in our body. Once I started learning about the importance of protein and how it can affect our health, how good it is for your daily health and habits, I started prioritizing my protein. Now, I would have anywhere between 120 to 170 grams of protein on a daily basis. Now, if you're trying to lose fat and build muscle, you should aim to get anywhere between 1.5 to 1.6 times your body weight. That's how much grams of protein you should be taking. So I'm like 96 kilograms and I should be aiming for anywhere between 130 to 160 grams of protein. The main function of protein is to help your body build muscle as well as to keep you full until your next meal. So I would say you should definitely aim to get at least 30 grams of protein in each meal. My strategy, the strategy that I take is I try to get maximum amount of protein in my breakfast. I have a couple eggs with egg whites on a toast, or I have a protein overnight oats, or I have protein pancakes. So whatever the options are, I try to get at least 60 grams of protein in my breakfast so that I don't have to worry too much about my protein intake during the day. That could be a very easy way for you to get enough protein. Now, speaking about carbohydrates and fats, carbohydrates are necessary for your body to have energy, to perform, to function properly. Now, there are people who cut out carbs entirely, but I am not someone who can live without carbs. I love my rice. I love my roti. I love potatoes. I am a potato lover. You give me potatoes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I'll have it happily. It's okay to have carbs, but in moderation. Now, when it comes to fat, healthy fats are essential for your body to have a proper hormone balance. It helps the body regulate the hormones, give you a proper mood and a healthy functioning mind. Do not skip your fats. I will be making a separate video on how to track your calories and food in a day, so I'll be explaining more about these things in that video. So now let's go into our third strategy, that is lifting weights. Now, when I say lifting weights, what I essentially mean is strength training or resistance training. I personally train 3 times a week because I love lifting weights. I've been going to the gym for 3 years, and right now I'm currently working out from my home. I love going to the gym. I love lifting weights. It gives me this empowerment, this energy, this strength that I don't get when I'm not going to the gym. When I'm not going to the gym, I feel like I'm missing out on something. It's my opportunity to show myself that I'm capable of doing these things that I see people do. I personally believe that lifting weights is a long-term fat burning machine. You're not gonna get bulkier if you lift, you're only gonna get stronger. When you're in a calorie deficit, your body doesn't just lose fat, it can also break down muscle. Strength training signals your body to hold on to that muscle even while you're losing weight. This helps ensure the weight you lose is mostly fat and not muscle. So if you lift weight at least 3 times a week, that would be so much beneficial for your goal of fat loss. How much weight to lift, what workouts to do, what body parts to hit on a day. These are all topics that I will be covering in the coming up videos, so stay tuned for that. For now, we're gonna go to our next strategy. Move more. The more you move, the more better it is for your body. It doesn't have to be any specific workouts. Whatever you love doing. If you just love walking your dog, go walk your dog. If you just love playing with your kids, play with your kids. If you love swimming, go swim. If you love walking outside, go outside for a walk. If you love walking on the walking pad like me, I live in Canada. I cannot walk outside in winter. So I take my walking pad, put on my favorite show, and walk for an hour at least in a day. and the rest of the steps that just come in. My personal goal to move more in a day is to hit 10K steps. My 10K step is based on my daily movement because I was at least getting around 7 to 8K steps every day, and I wanted to do a little bit better, and that's why I opted for 10K steps. Now, if you are someone who walks like 3,000 steps a day, I would say focus on getting 5,000 steps a day, or maybe even 4,000, like 1,000 more. Whatever could make it a little bit better than what you're doing right now is way better than not doing anything. The last and the most important goal or strategy for you should be to get enough sleep and recovery. Now, I don't want to hear about the time that you don't have to sleep. You should sleep at least 7 to 8 hours a day. And this is for women, because the studies that say that the minimum amount of sleep that you need on a day is 6 hours is based for men. For women, it is anywhere between 7 to 9 hours. So I try to get at least 7 hours of sleep and active recovery on the days that you're not working out. Make sure that you're doing your stretches, that you're getting your walk in. You're not just sitting and resting. You're doing active recovery. When you're recovering actively, the most important thing that you have to remember here is your muscle gets built during rest. Your muscle is not getting built when you are working out. It's building when you are resting. Do not work out 7 days a week, 6 days a week. You do not need that. 3 times a week is way enough for a beginner. Now, these are a lot to ask for. If you're just starting out, if you're just starting to learn things about fitness, if you're just getting into fitness, don't be overwhelmed. Take your time. Change one thing at a time, one thing a day. Maybe just pick one thing and do it for a week and see how it looks. If that fits your daily life, great. Pick another one the next week. Do that for a week and see how it's going. If that doesn't work out, change that. Do something else. Do something different. Whatever you do, keep doing. Do not hold yourself back because you didn't do it for a day. I have had days that I did not do everything that I promised myself that I will be doing, but that didn't stop me from doing it the next day. What I have learned in my 2 years of lifting weights and getting into fitness is that progress over perfection. You do not have to be perfect. No one is perfect. Focus on progress. Keep working. Keep changing things. Keep finding what is best for you. That is how you get to perfection. That is how you make yourself better. That is how you discover the better you. I hope this video gave you a little bit of idea about how to get yourself into fat loss phase and anything and everything that you need to know about getting yourself into fitness. I messed up when I was learning, and I'm making these videos for you guys to start the right way, to learn making mistakes. It would mean great to me if you could subscribe to my channel and let me know that you support me and my journey. Thank you so much for watching. If there's anything new that you learned from this video, please comment down below. And if there's anyone that you think could benefit from this video, please share and like my video so that I can keep making videos for you guys. Thank you so much for watching again. Until my next video, I'll see you guys.